Hello, Super Beanie Man here, and welcome to Streets of Rage 4. I'm playing arcade mode on hard, and I'm attempting to get through the whole thing solo, as Adam from Streets of Rage 1. So this will kind of act as a guide for the 100 yen trophy, really. So your best bet is to probably do it in co-op with someone online, if you can find someone really good to carry you through. If you're unfortunately doing this a bit later on and the online's dead at that point, then this will definitely help you do it solo. I would strongly recommend you use Adam from Streets of Rage 1, just because I think he's one of the better characters to do it with, because he has this really good jumping kick, and this really easy to do combo, where you'll see me do like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3-4 sort of punch combo to finish in a kick. And that can usually stun lock a load of enemies and kill them outright. So you've seen me do it here on these enemies, these Golseers. 1-2, 1-2, and then if you had more health, I could do it like a 3 or 4 hit combo after that to finish it. So I guess the key to arcade mode and completing it would be to do well in the beginning to build up your points. I think on arcade, it's every 30,000 points you'll get an extra life, and that's the key really, because you'll more than likely die in stage 9. You could easily die a bit earlier on against Shiva in that boss fight, and you'll probably lose a life in stage 12. So you kind of want to get a few lives in the bank really, and just survive on your first life for as long as you can. So if you can do big combos and get more points from them, then that'll help you get those points quicker. Another tip I would say, if you have full health, just pick up the chicken on the floor, pick up the other pudding thing, the apple or whatever it is, because they will give you bonus points if you have full health, so it's always worth doing. And make sure you pick up all the money bags that you see as well, and try and use the arcade machines with the taser, so you can go to the bonus stage, because that'll help you. Usually give you a star and maybe a chicken in there, so it's worth doing, and it will refill your health when you come out of it, so it's always good. So yeah, there's not much really to say about this first level. It's fairly easy. You should be able to do better than me. I had a really bad run for this this stage. I didn't get as good of combos as I needed, and I kept getting hit and not getting the chickens, which was a bit annoying. So here you'll see there's 2 food items there. So if I had a bit more health, I could have just got that apple to fill me right up, and then I could have got the chicken and got the 1,000-point bonus. But unfortunately, it wouldn't have given me enough, so I just decided to use the chicken and then get a 200 or 300-point bonus from the apple. So here's a good bit where you could chain a combo, because you could take out these enemies who get hit by the car, and then hit the car if he was a bit quicker to keep the combo going. And if you walk to the other side of the car, those enemies will spawn in, so you can carry out the combo there, and maybe even get to like the amazing sort of combo, the red and blue ones. So you want to smash that car because there's a star inside it, because we'll need those later you do your specials. So with Adam, it is the Streets of Rage 1 police car coming in and shooting the rocket. Which is actually really good. So this boss, mini-boss rather, is one that we want to try and do those stun lock combos on to just take as much health off as we can. You can also add in the throws by walking into him to grab him, but you might find that the finishing with the kick takes off more health anyway. You have to excuse me, I'm feeling a bit ill at the minute, so I might be a bit like that. But yeah, once we deal with him, just jump down the hole and we continue on with the stage. But if you got around 10,000 points there, you do fairly well. You should easily do that, because I messed up a few of the chickens. So make sure you avoid these electricity wires, because you don't want to lose any unnecessary health. But yeah, we just want to repeat this move over and over, this 1-2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 combo. Do it on as many enemies as you need to. And remember, if people are coming behind you, just escape out the combo by jumping and kicking, or do your back attack move, which is like a jump kick backwards, just to get out of there, basically. But yeah, just always be aware of where the enemies are, and if one's coming up behind you, don't be afraid to end your combo and move around, and so you can attack them, or just jump and kick, because that jump and kick that you see there is just absolutely brilliant. So with those wires, you want to wait until that electricity goes. So once you see it flash, you're okay to grab it. Then you got enough time. So here you'll see me get a 1,000-point bonus for that chicken. And we're pretty much there now from the first stage. We've got to kill these 2 Galciers, and then we've got the boss. And this boss is quite easy, really. You can sort of stop her in her tracks quite a bit. She has 2 main attacks, that electricity on the floor and then the whip electric. So you just want to walk into her to bait her to do that whip, and then walk down to dodge it, and then walk back up to begin stun locking her. And we just do that same move, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the kick, and just keep doing that on her, and eventually we'll chip away all of her health. She will spawn in some other enemies, but they're easy enough to kill. There's a ton of them with a pipe that you want to make sure you can get. And also remember to get all the health and that. And there's a star in the box on the left, so just grab it. Be aware, your stars will always reset to 1 after every level. So if you are in a jam, just use them. You can try and save them because they will give you a point bonus, but if it comes between getting a few extra points or keeping the life that you're currently on, then just use them to save you. You'll definitely see me do that a few times in this run. Yeah, we did quite well there because we got the combo going high, so that sort of pulled me back from the poor start, really. I had quite a decent finish with that sick combo. So yeah, we finished that on 20,000. We're only 10,000 away now from the first life. So this is the second level, Police Precinct. This one's not too bad. You got a good opportunity at the beginning to get a sick combo once we get out of the cells here. So I just throw those 2 over to the right, so I can just deal with everyone head on. No one's behind me then, so I ain't got to worry. If they throw you like that, if you press up just as you'll land on your feet and you won't lose any health. Make sure you get the apple out of there. Just grab it straight away. If you're comfortable with the enemies, you can grab them with confidence and know that you're not going to need the food. So we'll keep moving forwards. So there's more cops coming from here. The green ones will grab you, but if they do, just keep pressing jump. So with this bit here, your combo will keep going. So leave those cops to kill that one and take out the 2 punks that come out of the cell. Once you've done that, you can take out the other 3. That'll keep your combo going. And if you want to risk it here, you could quickly walk up to the right of there and kill the guy with the taser. But I like to keep the combo finished, basically, so I'll keep those points. Because I probably will get hit here, as you're seeing. Those taser ones are really annoying. Just jump kick them, that's probably your best way to get rid of them. But if you move over to the left, they start fighting each other, so you can come back in and reset your combo from there, basically, and hopefully get it quite high before they all die. Don't make the mistake, like I did, of missing out on that chicken. And the taser as well. Make sure that's on the right side of the screen before you move over, because you won't be able to go back and grab it. And you could also lose that chicken as well. So if we had the taser, we could go and punch the arcade machine with that taser in our hand, and we could have gone into the bonus stage and fought Jack from Streets of Rage 2. That would have got us a star and a chicken, but I missed that, so I've missed points there and a star. So I'm doing a bit rubbish on this stage at the minute. So there's my back move, because I got the guy behind me. But yeah, it's just a case of repeating that combo, really. Later on, we'll need to use the jump kick more. But other than that, we don't really do anything different throughout the whole game. So these shield enemies, I like to do the jump kick. it's an easy way to jump over them and attack, and not really get hit, because you'll always dodge the police baton thing that he's swinging. So once you break the shields, you can just wail on them as normal. Remember to smash the vending machine. That'll get you 3 money bags. It don't give you a great deal of points, but every point amount helps, really. So, yeah. And one of the great things you see there with Adam's combo is he finishes on that kick, which sends enemies flying, and you can often knock them into other enemies to stop them from coming at you. So it's a really good one. So again, we've got to try and do that jump kick move, but I had a baton, so that's quite a good one, because that stun locks them when it hits them. If you throw the baton here, you should be able to hit one of the shield enemies before he sets his shield on. Unfortunately, I didn't rush over quick enough to stop him getting it back, but it slowed him down a bit. So just keep doing that jump kick. You can generally dodge every attack that I try and do with the baton, and then just take them out. You can also leave the punks, because they will fight the cops. So that if you are struggling a bit, you can just let them fight each other and then take on the winner of those two, basically. So watch out for the taser guy there. Just throw some of the batons on the floor at him. Once you get up close, you can pretty much do him, or fail like I did there. But then just stun lock him in the combo, and you should be able to take him out. So there's a water cooler in the background there that has a chicken in it. So if you're full health when you get to there, just go straight for that, pick it up, because you should be able to get through most of this bit here without getting hit. So that Gulsier doesn't come down, which is annoying, but he has a taser, so watch out, because he will get you. Once he's dead, he spawns in the other two punks. So with the Donovans, for the most part on this playthrough with Adam, you could jump kick and hit them before they do the uppercut move, and that's another good reason to play as Adam, because they could be a right pain, those enemies. So this section here, you can just go to the door and smash it to go and fight the boss, but you're better off taking out all these riot shield enemies first, because you get some bonus money and a star drop down from the ceiling. So don't just rush through. Take these out first. If you do it the way I've done here, using the combination of the baton and the jump kick, you could do it without getting hit, really. And look, you get 2 briefcases, which are worth like 500, I think. And a star. And if you smash that water cooler, you'll get some health as well. So it's always good to do that. So the governor, or the commissioner rather, I think he is, isn't he is a pain. He was a real tough boss fight, I thought, at first. But again, we just want to do the same stun hit combo. When you see him flash like that and he raises his fist up in the air, if you time it right, you can do your jump kick over him and you won't get hit like you see me do there. And that's a good way to just reset yourself after his attack. You're behind him, so you can do the combo again. As soon as you knock him to the floor, any police that are by you, just jump kick him to knock him out of the way. But again, look, just do that move I'm doing there. Jump kick over him, so you sort of dodge his attack and hit him at the same time. When he does these charge ones, just move out the way by walking up and down in the room. And if you're close enough to him, you can get him as he finishes the move. The taser one you do want to try and take out as quick as possible, because he can be frustrating to fight against. But if you find you're losing a bit of health, just use your specials here, because you should be able to take most of them out. I will say you want to try and stand in the middle of the room and get them to come into the middle, just to guarantee the fire spread of the special works better. So again, I jump kick as he punches, which dodges his attack and lets me continue my own. And he's pretty much done already. Look, we only got a couple more hits and he's gone. And we're on 4 lives and around 36,000 points. So we're doing pretty well at the minute. Whew. So the cargo ship, level 3. Okay. So these barrels will explode as soon as something hits them. So you can either punch them or you can kick an enemy into them, and that'll set the fire on and it'll start to blow up after a couple of seconds. So you can use them to take out enemies quicker, like I did there. Just get yourself into position. These shirtless ones with the like yellow Iron Fist sort of headband on, they will do that annoying flying kick forwards move, but if you do Adam's jump kick, you can always beat them, so you'll always be safe. That's a good way to take them out. As soon as you see their legs bend, just get ready to jump kick, because they're about to do their move most likely. Make sure you smash that barrel in that cargo container, because it has a money bag and a star in there that you can then pick up. So you better make sure you get those. The boss in this level is like Electra. I can't remember what her actual name is, but she has the whip. And she's fairly easy. So this is quite an easy stage, to be fair. This bit, just make sure you blow up the barrel and you're away from it when it explodes, so you don't lose too much health. But again, as they bend their knees, get ready to jump kick, and you can easily take out those enemies. They can be annoying with other characters playing as, because you can't necessarily block them, but with Adam it's easier. So with the fat Big Ben guy, move out the way straight away from his flame, come up behind him and start punching him. Hopefully you'll get him to move like he did there, and I can now kick him into the barrel. But if not, just repeat the process and try and take him out. As soon as you see the punks coming in, get ready to kick one of them into the barrels, just so you can take them all out with that explosion, and then focus on getting rid of the Big Ben. You want to make sure you get rid of that Donovan before he hits you with that pole, and then just take them all out. Before you go up the stairs after killing this last enemy, make sure you pick up the pipe, because that'll come in handy in this next corridor section. So do what I do here. It's the best way to get through. Do these little jump pops, kicks, just to keep pushing these guys backwards, and you moving forwards. Eventually Donovan will come behind, just jump kick him down to get rid of his hammer, and then you want to get ready to take out that yellow headband guy, because he will do that jump kick forward. So you can either just keep jumping forward and kicking, or use your pole to take some out by throwing it and catching it. So as soon as you've got rid of the ones on the right, get rid of the ones on the left, and hopefully you'll get a sick combo there. It's an easy one to get some more points on and not get hit, because if you don't do that, it can be very easy to get overwhelmed by them and just lose a lot of health. There is an apple on the floor at some point halfway down that room, and there is a chicken at the end, as you see there in the boxes. So in this Electra boss, there's a star in the chair on the right, there's an apple in the chair on the left, and that table sort of, like prison medieval headlock thing, there's a chicken in, as you can see. That spike wall on the left, you can also throw the boss into that, and that'll do extra damage as she hits it and bounces off. But to start with, you just want to take out those extra strong Gelseers and make sure she doesn't whip any more of them. So just take them out and try and get her into this right hand corner, because you can then literally just stun lock her until she dies. If she does get another Gelseer supercharged, just try and take them out as quickly as possible, because they could just be really frustrating. So we've got her into the corner now, and I'm just sort of doing that combo on her to just keep her down. You can pretty much then just knock her to the ground and always take out the Gelseers that come behind you. And this is just a really easy way to get rid of this boss and not lose a life on her, because that's the key. We don't want to lose lives this early, because you will struggle later on, especially if you haven't really attempted this much, because you can easily die on the later bosses. Max would always give me a lot of problems, is it Barman? The barman from Streets of Rage 2. His boss fight in the back of the pub with all the bikes around you. That can be a really tough fight as well. So there we go, stage 3 done. On to the old pier now. So this is where Adam comes in real handy, because we get these punk rock chicks who will do this flying kick in the air. And if you're using Adam, you can jump kick, and it will always beat their kick. Whereas if you was to use like Adam or someone, Axel or someone like that, you won't necessarily be able to do it. So it just makes these enemies a lot easier to fight against, because you can always beat them with your super long kick. If you can time them right, you can knock them into that hole, but you want to try and stay away from that so you don't get knocked in yourself, because you will lose a shitload of health. So we just want to take those out as quick as possible. And throw any in that hole if you can. Fortunately, she didn't go in. But you see there, I tried to punch, but you just want to jump kick because you'll always beat her. So here, there's a hole we can use on the right, but we want to take out this Donovan with the bat on the left first. And then we can pick up the bat and use it to knock everyone in. If it runs out, just do some jump kicks, throw or kick punch combos to knock them in. I tried to get the apple first in the barrel on the right there, but I went too far off screen, so I can't actually pick up that chicken now. So if you've got a little bit of health loss like me, just pick up that chicken because you can't do both. So you can get the points from the apple instead. With that there, once you go up to there by the briefcase, just get rid of jump kick to stop getting hit by those girls. And then just, you can either finish her slowly like I did there. She might just jump down and kill herself, or just go to the bottom and fight there. Get ready for that one with the pole, and get ready for the second one with the bat that come out of that hole, because they can easily swing and knock you into the hole, which you don't want to happen. The Garcias were nice and fairly easy to deal with. Eventually you'll get some punks that slide on the floor with the green jacket, and the women, so just jump kick the women, and jump kick the punk guy if he tries to slide you. He almost threw me in there, but I got lucky. So once you kill them, you don't want to go right straight away, because you want to smash those two barrels in the background, because that'll give you a star, and I think it's a briefcase, yep. So I got lucky there that I could still pick up the star. So if you have a knife on the floor, you can sort of throw it before the screen goes to the right there, and you can actually knock one of those down. This might be an area where you want to use a special, call in the police. If you do that though, make sure you go to the very bottom right corner, stand in the very bottom right corner opposite the barrels, and then use it, because then you'll hopefully not blow up the arcade cabinet inside that shop. So we just want to take out the rest of these enemies. Make sure we keep one taser on the floor so we can go and use that arcade machine. I think mine is behind the barrels at this point, because I did throw one by mistake, just in the panic of that section, because that section can be really tough. But if you are hesitant and scared of it, just as soon as that section begins, head straight for that bottom right corner by the barrel and just use your special with Adam, because that will take out a lot of them. So this Blanca's type enemy, he always used to kick my ass, but I almost killed this guy without getting hit here. So he can be really hit and miss with how brutal he is against you. Like, this normally never happens. I never normally hit him like that. Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. So I almost killed him without getting hit. And he'll give us a star. But he fills our health up. So, if like me, you'll notice I didn't pick up the health before I went in there. So now I've got full health, so I can get maximum bonus points off of those two things. So we just got to jump down there now. You can pick up one of those items if you need to. You don't necessarily need it, because you can easily kill these enemies down here with just your fists. So watch out for the Garcia with the bottle, because he could be a fucking annoyance. But yeah, it's just a case of doing the same combo again and again. Work our way through here. That's a good tip as well, actually. If you're fighting an enemy and you see one coming up behind you and it looks like they're about to hit you, walk into the enemy that you are currently fighting so you can grab them, and then just immediately do the throw, because you're actually invulnerable when you're doing the throw. So that can get you out of a lot of situations where you would take damage. If you pick up those bottles on the floor as well, jump and throw them towards the right of the screen. You can actually use them in the boss fight with this woman, Estelle. So she would do a lunging kick if you stand over her when she's on the floor. So never stand by her thinking you can hit her again, because she will always kick you out of any move you're trying to do. Basically, you want to wait until she either does that lunging kick forward or swing and punches forward. That's probably your best opportunity to walk in and get a combo off on her. Unfortunately, she will call in her own Streets of Rage 1 style reinforcements. So just watch out for the missiles on the floor. You'll see the circle before it appears, so you know to just move out of the way. This version of her isn't too bad, to be fair. Once she calls in the extra police, you can use them to just kick into her, but they haven't got too much health, so they shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, wait for her to do that move, then move in and attack her. But always remember to move out the way once you've knocked to the floor, because she will hit you. So it's a 3-hit punch combo or the lunging forward kick. And then just keep doing that combo on her. And yeah, she will easily go down. You shouldn't lose a life here. And remember, if you need to, like me, you'll probably have 3 specials at that point. So just use them if you need to. You can sacrifice the points. I think you only get 250 points for each one. So, or 500 points for each one, maybe. So it's not a great deal. You could do without them, because there's plenty of other chances to get points. So this level is, this is the long one. And I think this is the one with the barman fight at the end. But the underground section ain't too bad, because we're Adam. There's a lot of those women punks that'll do that jumping kick, but we can easily take them down with Adam here. Watch out for that green slime, because it will take away your health. But we do find a green vial here. So if you pick it up and throw it to the left, you can take out a lot of the enemies before they get to you, because it slows them down and drains their health. And because there's already a puddle there, just throw it at the top, and you've pretty much got that section covered. There's 2 apples here in the barrels. Chicken rather. So use them if you need to, or just take them for the points. So these women, you just want to keep jumping and kicking, because that'll take them out easier. I tried sneaking some punches or throws where I can, but otherwise you just want to keep jumping. See, she did a jump kick there, the pink one first. I jumped second and I still got her. Also watch out for those vents that are spewing the green slime thing, because they will hurt you. Same with the ones in the background here. Just take your time and go past these, because you don't want to lose any unnecessary health to those. So those more yellow headband ones, they will do that flying kick forwards. So we just need to remember to jump kick, or just move up or down the screen to get out of their way, because they will go in a fixed line. So Donovan's jump out there. We're just going to take them out. Watch out for that Garcia with a knife, because he will charge. Yeah, the bomb with the blue bottoms, he just gave me trouble there. I couldn't jump kick him. So maybe just make sure you punch him. So we've got more health in these barrels. I think there's a star and a briefcase in the bottom too. You can use that, I don't know what you'd call it, the poisonous gas wall that's coming up there to throw enemies into, because that'll take them out. Just try and jump kick these women. You can also knock them down in the holes on the left there, where this bridge is. But yeah, just jump kick, it's the easiest way. Make sure you get the star out of the barrel and the briefcase, because the green slime will disappear, as you can see here, so you can just pick them up afterwards. If you're about the same health as me, just get that chicken straight away. It might even go off the screen, I can't remember. So we want to focus on this robot first, but there is a big bend behind us, so we do need to move out the way of this flame. But try and just take out the robot as quick as you can. I should have carried on going for the robot there. I did think he was dead, but he's only got a little bit of health left, so just take him out before he does his attack where he levitates everything. And then we just want to move out the way of the flame, and then move in and do the stun hit combo. The tap, 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 tap. You just want to leave a pause after the first 2 punches, a pause after the second 2 punches, and then just do your maximum combo. Because if you don't do that maximum combo, the enemy will fall out of the move and he'll get away. So now we're coming to the bar. This is one of the more harder bits, because we have the larger biker chicks that will do this charge forward. But one of the safest ways to take out these first lot of them is to stay back by this steel girder. And if you need to, hide behind it on the left and just bait one down to the bottom. and take them out. And then just stand back up by the girder, because that can block them from charging you. Or you could do what I do if you feel a bit more confident and just jump kick them before they do it. Because there's such a long reach on that jump kick, you could probably hit them before they do anything. There is health around, so you can grab it if needed. So as soon as we take most of them out, it becomes an easier battle. It's more manageable. You don't want to do the punch kick combos lots there on those, because another biker chick will charge at you, so you don't want to be mid combo when they do it. There's a lot of food on the floor in this section, but what I will say is try and take out as many enemies as you can. Pick up that flame thing, throw it on the floor by pressing the circle button to take out more enemies, and then use the items on the floor to your advantage, but stay at the bottom of the level because you don't want to smash that arcade cabinet. So the taser is in that table that biker chick drops there, smashes there in the cutscene. So at this point, you can either try and just pick it up and book it straight to the cabinet to hit it with a taser to go into the bonus round, or just carry on taking out the enemies. But try not to pick up all the food on the floor at this point, only if you need to. Or if you're about to lose all your health, pick up the taser and go to the arcade machine, because this will refill your health when you come out of here. Even if you die, I think it does it. So we just want to take out the Ultimate Warrior lookalike, but make sure you pick up those two things out of the boxes first, because once you defeat him, you don't actually get anything dropped down for you. It's just in those boxes. But when we go out of here, you need to remember, if you did this during the fight and not after the fight, every enemy's still going to be there, and they're probably going to start to attack you immediately. So just be ready for whoever was nearby you when you went into the arcade, and just try and take them out. And now you can use the whole room, because you ain't going to worry about staying at the top and accidentally hitting the arcade machine. So there you see, they instantly start attacking. So it's just a case of jumping at the biker chicks, watching out for the girl seers with the knives, and just taking out every enemy. The reason I left one alive there was because I didn't want to have the screen auto move forward, because I knew there was health further to the left, because this is all just about getting points now, because there's just loads of food items now. So at the end here, you can walk up to the bar where Roger the kangaroo is, hold circle and up, and he will throw you some test tubes. So you can just pick up one of those and take it to the boss. So here I thought you had to smash the door like we did in level 2, go into the commissioner rather, but you don't. You just need to walk to the door. So I accidentally took damage there trying to throw the thing. Well, I just wanted to put it down, but he threw it. So start of this boss fight, if you were to just throw the thing immediately, it would have gone past him. You need to pretty much walk to the door and then turn back to face him and throw it, and that should get him. Well, I fucked it up there. So the key to this boss fight is to take as much health off of him as you can without smashing any of the bikes. If you start to lose health, smash those first 2 bikes at the very top of the screen, because they contain an apple and a chicken. But just be aware, when you smash a biker chick will come out and fight you, because it's their bike basically. So you want to be prepared to have to try and take out the biker chick straight away as well, because they will be a nuisance. The last thing you want to do is smash all the bikes right away, because you'll just be overwhelmed with not just the boss but all the biker chicks. So I kind of fucked it up there, so I needed to smash the other one to get the chicken to get all my health back. I think there is a third health item in one of the bikes at the very back, and there's also a star. So if you are finding yourself overwhelmed, use your specials here. It will probably smash all the bikes, but you should have another one, so just use that again to take out all the enemies. You'll see it here now. I'll probably smash all the bikes with this. Yeah, so now I've got even more problems now, because there's more biker chicks out there. And you really don't want to die here, so just use them all if you need to. I think I'll get really close to death here, and I think I'll use pretty much all my specials. So just keep moving around to try and dodge those biker chicks, and just try and stay in the middle of the screen when you use your special, because that should get the angle of the flame circle right. So I'm losing health here drastically, and this Barman guy is just kicking my ass. and I'm desperately trying to take him out. So I use my special again, and thankfully it gets him, and I didn't lose a life. But look at that, I came really close to losing a life there, so I would have been down to 5, but I got lucky. So just use your specials if it gets a bit hairy there. Don't be afraid to use all of them, because we will get one back on the next level. But yes, having 6 or even 5 lives here is a good going so far. So don't feel too disheartened if you did lose a life there. At the start of this stage, go back to the left. You can destroy 2 bikes and get some additional money. If you throw the boomerang, make sure to press circle as it comes back to you, because you can pick it up again mid-air and throw it a couple more times. So I always go for the Donovan with the sword first to knock him down. By that point, the 2 enemies that will do that lunging kick forwards will be coming at me, so you just do a jump kick back to them. You can chain the combo better here than I did, because I did lose it, but I was just more concerned about getting through without really getting hit. I feel like I've got a decent amount of points now at 98,000, and I'm starting to get lives, so I'm not as worried about getting bigger combos. So here I just grabbed that chicken straight away because I noticed I had full health. As soon as you take out the Garcia with the knife, some of these kickboxers will come in. So one will be on the right, the green one comes in from the left. So you can use the side to throw at the enemies just to slow them down. But what you want to try and do there is throw the other one towards the other enemy, so you can face both of them head on and you haven't got one behind you. That stop sign can be knocked down and you can use it to easily take out these 2 kickboxers. Then, with those 2 punk women, if you jump kick, you'll take them down before they can attack you. You're better off just keep jump kicking them, because if you stand by them and try and punch them as they stand up, they will often just slap you. So that will either make you lose your combo or lose health. So it's a bit slower, but just do the jump kick on them and you should be safe. These Big Bens with like the yellowy grey shirt and the purple bottoms, they do this belly flop on you, which can be a pain. So just always be ready to move and let them do the belly flop and then quickly move to them and start the combo. In here you want to try and take out the Big Ben and the Donovan with the machete. Pick up that machete, go back to the left, and you can usually throw it and it will cut through everyone in its path. So they are quite good to do to take out the crowd, basically. Once you take out the last few enemies here, a chicken will spawn at the top, but so will more enemies, so just be prepared to fight some more enemies. There's an apple in the bin at the bottom, so just use whatever you need to, really, just to survive. Watch out for the Garcias with the knives. The kickboxers will jump, so if you do your jump kick, you can stop them in their tracks. Make sure you pick up the food. You might as well take it with you, get some points if you've got full health. And take a machete outside with you, because you can use it on the next set of enemies, because it's quite powerful. So we want to make sure we get the money, and then just take out these enemies. More kickboxers here. So there are 2 Big Bens waiting for us off screen on the right. So the trick here is to not go over to them. Go down to these boxes and barrel bins, pick up the side, stand where I was, throw it into the first Big Ben. The belly flop guy can then be fought on the left safely without the flamethrower one coming over. The 2 kickboxers, as you can see, will come over, but just try and grab them as soon as possible and throw them to the left, so you can take them out before that Big Ben sees you and starts to run in with his flame. So once them 2 are dead, you can pick up the Sai again and just lob it at the Big Ben. Stay at a distance and you can just throw it at him. You should have enough throws with it to kill him before it destroys the Sai. It's just an easy way to take him out without losing any health. That food cart thing has 2 health items there, so you could use them. With these karate masters, you could either throw them or punch them when they do their hand thing like that. Not the one where there's a closed fist and an open palm. It's when both hands are open. That move there. If they do that, as they're finishing it, move in, and you will always be able to hit them without him repelling your attack. If you hit him with that one there that he just did, you would always get bounced back. It's a faster way, but a more riskier way of taking him out. Otherwise, just walk into him and throw him. So this room is a good chance to get another big combo, another sick combo score, because it's just Galciers coming out. Pick up that spear off the floor, because that will allow you to easily take out enemies. And if you don't, the Galciers, like you see there, will pick it up. So they will just come from the left and right. They will spawn in with the spears. So if you notice your one flashing red, it's about to break. So move over to the left to get ready to pick up the next spear. And then just wail on every enemy you can. And hopefully you won't get hit here, so you can get a big point bonus. I think I did. Yeah, I did. But yeah, even if you do, just keep trying to take them out before they start attacking you. But don't be too disheartened if you have lost your combo there. As long as you can get through it without losing too much health, you're good. So this next room is the same, it's just with Donovan's instead. So push yourself towards the right and take out the first lot of enemies with the spear. It will eventually break, but just keep using it. Enemies will come from behind as well, so just watch out for them. I think there's one with a machete as well. So just try and take them out as fast as possible. I kind of fucked this up. You might want to stand in the middle and jump kick as well, because that'll help. But just remember the blue ones with the blue jeans, they will kick you. They will punch you out of it, basically. So this was a scramble here. There is health in the next room, so just try and hang on. If you need to, use one of your specials on that room, because it can be tough. If you find yourself getting overwhelmed, use a special there, definitely. So for some reason it didn't trigger those next zone there, but yeah. So this one, move to the left, then throw your machete, and you should be able to knock them all down, and then grab the apples quick. So these kickboxers, jump kick will stop them. If they start to block, keep jump kicking towards them so you can grab them and throw them, and that's an easy way to take them out. If you time your throws right as well, it will protect you from anyone jump kicking towards you. But as soon as you can take one out, it gets easier because you start thinning the herd down. I think I just paused here because the controller ran out of battery, so I'm just sort of scrambling to change it now. But yeah, and then it will jump cut. Okay, so we should be unpausing soon. Just sort out the pad. There we go. Okay, so now we're on to the boss. So this is where you might lose a life, because Shiva can be a pain in the ass. But I actually got really lucky with him here, because he didn't do his like ultra move much, where he creates duplicates of himself, and it didn't cause the kickboxers to come out and start attacking me. So you kind of want to just get ready to dodge his first attack, and then move up to him and start the punch combo. Maybe try and mimic what I did here, because I just got really lucky with this. I managed to get him almost every time I went for him, and usually he will take me out. Don't bother throwing him though, because he will recover from it and not take damage. But yeah, just keep trying to stun lock him as fast as you can. There is a chicken on the far right in the vase, along with a star and a briefcase, I think. So grab them if needed. And you don't be afraid to use the stars. So that's where it gets a problem now, when those blue clones come out, because they just knock you all around the place. But thankfully I did it really well here, better than I'd ever done before, really. But yeah, this one, just use your specials to take him out. Hopefully you'll get a good run as I got there, and you've still got all your lives. You should, if you've not lost one, you should have 6 like me. Getting close to your 7th now, which I think is it 130,000? It might be 130,000. So level 7, the Sky Train, is one of the shorter stages, and it's actually quite easy. There's like 3 fights, I think, in the whole thing. The main thing to know is to remember to jump over that, because you don't want to keep getting hit by the train track signs. Oh, there we go, it's 120,000. So you'll see it flash on, that triangle thing on the right. As it disappears, get ready to jump or throw an enemy, and you should be safe. You don't want to keep getting hit by it and losing all your health to that, because that's a cheap way to die. So as soon as the train stops, you're going to get enemies jump to the right and left of you. I always go on the right to get rid of that Donovan with the pole. And then I just move to the left and let the cops and punks just fight each other. And just move back in to take them behind. Throw anyone that comes up behind you over to them. And they'll all just start fighting each other, really. I think the yellow headband guys come in as well now. I think there's 2 of them, so just get ready to jump kick. Just move out of the way of that taser. I got lucky there. He almost grabbed me, I thought. But yeah, hopefully the other guys will beat him up. The taser guy. Because he can be a pain. Yeah, I even get a sick combo here by the looks of it. Yeah, sick combo. So now we'll just keep moving forward. There's another fight. There's more taser enemies incoming, so just get ready for them. Watch out for the track sign. And we just got to take these last few out, and then we're at the boss already. It's such a short stage, this one. So yeah, we're using that punch kick combo there, look, to knock enemies into the other ones. So it stops them from advancing, and it gives us some more breathing room. Unfortunately there, I was tempted to go back and get the taser, which made me hesitate hitting him. So that's why I took a hit. So now we have Estelle. She's exactly the same as she was in the first fight. But she will throw grenades. So you can pick them up with circle and throw them back at her. And she will call in the commissioner at some point. So always avoid the grenades. If you can't throw them back immediately, get out of the way because you'll lose so much health to them. I was reckless here. I really should have maybe left the health so I had a backup because I could have easily died here. But again, we're doing the same thing as we did in the first fight. Waiting for her to do either that 3-hit punch combo or that lunging kick and then moving into a getter. Once she spawns the commissioner in, try and keep him on the right. Just jump kick him to knock him to the floor all the time, or throw grenades at him if you can. Just to stop him from doing his lunging forward, sliding across the floor, grabbing you and slamming you down move. Just try and just knock him down as much as you can. And don't be afraid to use your specials again. If you do, use it like I did there in the middle of the screen so you can get that area of effect to go all the way around and hit the enemies. Yeah, that's all that's really to say there. If you're low on health like me, keep using specials and just focus on Estelle. You need to take Estelle out because if you kill her first, the commissioner dies anyway. So here we go. We're about to take her out. Commissioner's got loads of health, but you'll see, look, he dies as well. Just like in Streets of Rage 2. If you kill the main boss, the sub-boss who's with him will die as well. So that's a good tip. Okay, so yeah, we're doing fairly well here. We've got a decent amount of points, and we're on to the next level, which is what, stage 8? So here we start off with green health. So green health means that if we get hit again, we'll lose that section of the health bar. So you want to make sure you hit the enemies to get your health back without getting hit. Be aware of these punks with the flame test tube, because if you knock them down, they're going to drop the test tube and it'll flame the floor. And it's a way to constantly lose health. So if you notice it come out of their hand, stop hitting them. And move away because it will land at their feet and take them out. There is money in those barrels, so you don't want to smash them. Now there's a golden chicken here. You can destroy this to knock it onto the floor, and if you can carry this all the way to the end, you'll go in the boss area and you can throw it at one of the bosses and it will take off a lot of their health. But it is awkward, so I just leave it here. You don't really need it, but it is a little trick to do if you do struggle with those bosses, because if you can chuck it at the one with the flame, it'll take off a good chunk of their health. But always remember, if you pick it up, stand still and press circle to drop it, because you don't want to accidentally throw it into something because you'll lose it. So we'll have more of those green test tube ladies here, so try and take out the knife, and you can bait the enemies into these puddles because they will lose the health, but there is lots of health in the background as well. There's a chicken in the middle and then there's another apple in the right chair. So you'll get a load of enemies coming in here. More kickboxers, more of the punks, more of the test tube wielding ones. Just do what you can to crowd control it. Don't be afraid to step into the puddle either, because there is health in the room. And if you punch the enemies without getting hit, you can get that health back. So if you need to, walk into it. But here it's just a case of trying to take them out, because they do that little shuffle dodge back step to get out of the way, which can be a bit of a pain. But they can also take damage from the puddle as well, so they can kill themselves with their own attack. So there's another apple in that chair there, so we can always use that if need be. You may as well take it anyway, even if you've lost a little bit of health. So pick up the grenade here, throw it to the left, stand in the middle, wait for the grenades to come, and lob as many as you can to the right. You might want to leave one there on the floor to get out of the way, because it blew up like it did on me. And then you should be able to take all of those ones on the right out with those grenades. Then you can focus on the ones that are coming from behind you. I prefer to just go for the women first. Hit the other ones if you have to, if they're in your way, but try and focus on the women. And then when all of these come out, you want to go for the ones with the black jackets, because they're the ones that throw the flame one. And they're the most annoying. The grenade's easiest to dodge, and the green puddle doesn't really matter. It's the flame ones that you don't want to get hit with. So once they're dead, pick up those 3 bags in the background there, because they will come in handy. Smash the chairs as a chicken, so that will refill the health that we lost there. And then just take these 2 enemies out. As we go for the Donovan, at the right of the screen there, a grenade woman will come from the left, so just get ready to move out of the way of that grenade and take her down. I stood by her then, and she did that shove move as she got up, so that's why I always suggest try and jump kick them if they're on the ground as they're getting up, because that way you won't get hit by that attack. It's either like a shove or a slap, and it will usually beat your move. So yeah, you can smash that thing on the reception desk, and that'll give you the suitcase. So as soon as you get to this area, pick up the taser that's on the floor where you're standing. That'll take you into the final arcade level. This one's quite hard because you have to fight Shiva and then Mr. X. And Shiva can just dominate you sometimes, and then other times he's really easy. And I think I just got a good one here of him just being a bit less aggressive. So I don't really have much advice for this one, because I don't really know how to guarantee a safe way to hit him. But you do want to try and get him with the combo, your 2-punch, 2-punch, 3-punch combo, just to take off as much health as you can. I think if you try and grab him, he will get out of it, so I wouldn't bother with those. When Mr. X comes out, get ready to stand in the middle, because you can hit him before he does anything. That gets a bit of his health off. And then just try and keep him in the corner as long as possible. If he's laughing like that, you definitely want to keep hitting him, because he won't be attacking. If he starts shooting, try and jump in the air. You got a 50-50 chance really of dodging the bullets that he sprays around the room. But it can be annoying to try and get to him if he keeps shooting. But thankfully I killed him really quick there, and I got the star as the reward, and my health is full again. So now there's a load of boxes there that have money and a star in, so make sure you smash all those and pick all those up before you walk towards that second spotlight, because you'll start the boss fight then. So this boss fight can be really, really frustrating, because that flame woman is just a pain in the arse to hit at times, because she will just constantly do this flame on the floor thing there. Look, she does it all the time sometimes. It can be really hard to actually get a hit in. So for me, I tend to try and focus on the green acid woman first, but if I've got an opening, I will take it on the flame one instead. But the green one's just easier to kill, because if she gets to the point where she starts doing her floor move, you can stand in that puddle and keep hitting her, and it will refill your health, and you can just wail on her and easily take her out. Whereas when the flame person does it, you can't stand there and hit her, so that just makes her more awkward to actually attack. And the flames just last forever, and it's just really annoying. So look, as you can see, look, I've pretty much taken that one out already, but I've still got quite a bit of the other one's health left. So yeah, when she does that flame on the floor, you can't really do anything because she'll often stand in it, and if you're really unlucky, she'll do it again, and you just got to wait even longer. When she does that flamethrower forward, because it lasts quite a while, just walk around her and just fight her from the back instead of waiting for it to go away, because it's just a quicker way of taking her out, basically. Because they can be a pain. They always used to annoy me when I was going for these runs. So now we're on to stage 9, White Tower, which I think is the hardest stage in the game. And this is where you probably will lose at least 1 life, maybe even 2 if you're unlucky. So you wanna try and have not lost a single life yet, or at most maybe 1 life. So you're down to about 6 or 5, because the chances are you will die here, because there's some really tough sections later on. And the boss is just an absolute bullshit, man. I don't like this boss. So in here, this first bit, it's a good area to try and get a decent combo to get some points. Just watch out for those jump kick enemies, but if you use or add them jump kick, you can beat them. So it's always good to have him here. Kickboxers will also come out, so you just want to do that. The floor here is also slippery because you're in like a sauna area, so the floor's all wet. Whatever you do there, don't smash that bucket and pick up the broom and start using it on these enemies, because you need that for the karate enemies later. So we want to save that for them, because it just makes taking them out a lot easier. And these ones can easily be killed by the punches and kicks. Just don't use it here, basically. You can pick up the chicken if you need to, but don't use that purple broom. But remember to take it with us after we've killed all these enemies. So I think I pick it up because I'm ready, because he's the last one to kill. And I just jump kick him so I don't waste a broom hit on him, basically. And then we just keep going forward. There's money in these 2 wet floor signs, so we'll pick that up. There is an apple here, and there'll be a second one that gets thrown out. So as soon as it starts and he walks in, whack him as much as you can with a broom. You'll hopefully be able to kill him outright before the other one comes over. But you want to try and stop the other one from walking over and hitting you like you saw there, because now I've got out of the rhythm and my broom's not as effective. So you just want to try and wait until you can get an opening with it. And as soon as you notice you're hitting him and he's not blocking it, keep hitting him. And you'll hopefully just take them almost out completely. Kickboxers are about to come in as well, so just get ready for them. Hopefully they don't do that bullshit move on you with the punches. And just try and throw them if you need to. Especially when it gets a bit hairy with these like. Because then once we've killed these 2 kickboxers, another karate one and a stronger kickboxer are going to come in. So if we've still got the broom left, hit him as many times as we can. But watch out for that guy on the left, because he does that flying kick. And when his knee's flaming, he's sort of like an unblockable attack. So when you get to this point and you're fighting both of them, take out the kickboxer first. The karate guy's slower and he's easiest to move around and dodge. So you want to take out the kickboxer first and then concentrate on this guy. If you've got about the same health as me, just play it safe here and throw him. Don't try and punch him, because you might end up getting hit. So smash these vases. We'll get some more money. In the second jar on the right, there is an apple. So I just took it straight away because I was worried I'd get shot by these guys. But there is a chicken in the top right one there by the lift door. And yeah, I did get shot, so it was good that I took the health just to make sure I didn't die here unnecessarily. So we want to take out these 3 enemies. These are just easy to do a simple combo on. Before we go in the lift, make sure we smash the other vases and obviously get that star, because that's going to be vital coming up to this boss fight. So this next section in the lift as it goes up is one of the harder bits in the game. We start off with the gun-toting enemies. So there's 2 either side of the room, and then more drop in to make it even worse. We want to try and smash the windows as well. So do your 3-hit kick combo to bounce them into the window and then kick them again, and you'll sort of bounce them again. It just makes more cracks in the window quicker. You'll see it here now, look. Kicked in, hit in. So there's 3 hits there. So if we cracked them good enough there, we've done quite well. Watch out for those Donovans with the pipes. Another one will drop in as well. There he is. And if they start hitting you, that can be really annoying. And then we just want to take them out as quick as possible. I think the judo one's coming now. So if we had smashed that window on the right, we could do what you see here on the left. Walk up to them, grab them, and the karate guy will get out of the grab, but he falls backwards as he does it. So it's an easy way to take them out by just making them fall out of the lift. With these kickboxers and the punk girls, we want to do the jump kicks or throw them if we're safe to do so. And we can just either kick them out of the window or throw them out the window. It's a good way to do it, but just make sure you don't get knocked out the window yourself. If you do, I'd advise you to get that chicken straight away. So here, if we had that right window smashed, we could have thrown that lead pipe at that first Big Ben with the red pants, and he would have probably almost fell out the window. As he was getting up, we could have jump kicked him and he would have fell out, or done the 3-hit punch combo to finish with a kick and send him flying. So it's just a case of either, if you can take them out with punches and kicks safely, do so. Otherwise, lure them to the edge of the window, get round them and knock them out. If you haven't got that chicken, make sure you grab it before the sequence ends so you have full health for the Max fight. So Max is just an absolute pain. He will have a lot of attacks where he charges up first. So just keep wailing on him when he's charging. Like there, look, you can keep hitting him before he actually unleashes his move. That's really the trick. When he flashes red like that and walks towards you, he's going to do a grab. And if he grabs you, you need to spam, I think it's the jump button and a direction away from him. And that will jump you out of the grab. Because if he slams you to the floor, you're going to lose so much health. And that's just an easy way for you to die. So when he does that charging spin move, you want to get out of the way. Jump kick him as he's charged, so walk forward to try and grab you. That'll just have him stop. But as soon as you see him charging things like that, you want to just keep hitting him, because that's the only way you can really attack him while he's charging a move. You will get hit once or twice, but it's the fastest way to take him out. Use specials as well if you need to. Don't be afraid, because you don't really want to die on Max, but he probably will kill you, because he is a pain. He's the worst boss for me, because he's relentless. He'll constantly be charging up another move as soon as he's finished with the move he's just done. So you don't really have an opening to sort of attack other than when he's charging. So yeah, just be aware of the red charge when he's going to grab you, and just do that. Press the jump button to get out of it. Other than that, you just want to keep hitting him whenever he's charging an attack. But be aware, you've probably lost a life at that point. But this next level is easier. So it does give you a bit of a break. So straight away, there's enemies on the right. There's a Donovan with a bat. He will throw it. Then 2 from the left will come along with it in their hands to just be ready for them to throw it. With the Donovans now, with these red pants, if you throw a weapon at them, they will catch it and they'll probably lob it back at you. So don't bother throwing weapons at them, because they will just repel it. Here we go, there's the other 2. They will throw the weapons at you, so just get ready to dodge or grab it and throw it, and just not throw it back. Try and pin them in the corner just to take them out. There's a lot of stuff in that barrel, those barrels on the right. There's a couple of health items and there's a star, so make sure you get all of it before we jump off this building. So in this next bit, there's going to be 2 kickboxers that come out as we walk to the right. Go down to the bottom of the screen. You can hopefully throw one off the building down the gap and get the other one. I got lucky there with those 2. And then just use the weapon that we picked up to take out the other one. Now this section here is really tough. The grenade women at the top will throw grenades down at you, and the biker chicks will eventually drop down and start attacking you, and it can just get really hairy really fast. So if you need to, if you're losing health fast, stand in the middle of the screen and use one of the specials, because you don't really need them for the boss. This is probably the toughest bit of the level, because you'll end up just getting bounced around by either the biker chicks or the grenades, I tried to throw one there and I just fucked it up, and I got hit by 2 and lost like half my health. Then the biker chick hit me and I'm almost dead now, and it's just ridiculous. Sometimes they'll be really aggressive, the grenade women at the top, and they'll just keep lobbing loads like you can see here. You just get really hairy fast, and the grenades take off so much of your health, so try not to get hit by them. If you can safely grab one, throw it. It then takes it out for a while then. So as soon as you kill them, try and just force your way over to the right and grab that chicken, because you probably will need it. So there's a couple of Golsiers with knives and then just other punks. Once you take them out, you'll get some more of the Big Ben type enemies. I think it's one that rolls, yep. And then a flame one will come from the left in a second. So when the one goes into the ball, it can also damage other enemies. So he's quite useful to keep around because you can kind of dodge him by jumping over him. So I'd focus on the flame one first. Because, like I said, the other one can help you kill the other enemies. So yeah, the flame one is the more annoying one, I think. So try and get rid of him first. So with them dead, we can move on to the next section of this level. The wrecking ball part, I think. Yes, so here, you can easily do this by standing where I'm standing and jump kicking that wrecking ball. That'll take out the enemies on the right that come in, allowing you to focus on the ones that drop down on the left. So every now and then, just hit the ball to keep it swinging, and just make sure you take out those guys that drop down. You could do the straight up 3-hit combo to finish with a kick to knock them down, and then as they're on the floor, you can safely kick the ball to keep it moving. As long as it's moving, it will generally hit them, unless it's like really slow like it was there. Just keep kicking it to top it up, and that's an easy way for you to get an out of this world combo. But just make sure it's stopped swinging so you don't get hit as you try and walk past it. So again, we can use the other wrecking ball here to take out these enemies, but I use the mallet to just destroy these 2 Donovans straight away. Move out the way of that top right bit because that robot drops down there all the time. So you want to take out the robot as quick as you can. You might be more effective punching him, but I thought I'd try and use the wrecking ball to show you that it is useful. But you don't want him to do what he's about to do there and levitate all the throwables in this area or slam you when he jumps on you. So yeah, try and get him out as quick as possible because he will become a nuisance, the robot. When more Donovans come in, make sure you can jump kick them so they don't hit you with their weapon, and just crowd control it. There's health in this area, so you should be okay if you're in trouble. And if you're really desperate, use your star, because there is another star in the box on the bottom right there. So we can have at least one in the boss now, even if we used one at the grenade section with the biker chicks and one there with a robot. So yeah, we're okay to use them quite freely here. So this boss can be a bit annoying just to get close to him because of the projectiles he shoots out. The green one would be 2 green circles that go up and down, so just try and jump over them. The blue laser will just go in one direction, and then the red one is like a charged attack, so just get out of the way of that. There's also a yellow one on the floor that will just sort of home in on you, so just try and lure it to one side. What you want to do is try and get over to him as quick as possible, smash his shield, and then just wail on him. You will get the punks throwing you, which can be annoying, so just try and knock them down. If they get close to you, jump kick them, so they go on the floor, so then you can carry on focusing on the boss. There will be a gunman that spawns as well at times, so just be ready to take them out as well, because they can hit you from across the room. And yeah, use your special as well, you might as well, because you're about to get another one anyway. So there's the gunman. Just watch out for him, because he will shoot you. There's that yellow homie one on the floor, which can be annoying as well. But yeah, he can be an easy boss fight. You've just got to be aggressive with him and try and dodge his projectiles. So just move up and down the screen. There is a lot of health there, though, for that boss fight, so you can easily get it. And there we go, look, 181,000 points, and I've got another life then, I think. So now we move on to stage 11. 2 more to do. So this lift section, you can easily die here because there's just a lot of shit going on. I like to jump kick the punks so they fall off the right of the lift, because that'll just instantly kill them. But just be aware you can get thrown off or you can get knocked over and fall off, and that'll take a large chunk of your health. If you do get knocked off once, I would suggest you break the bottom right boxes on the lift, because there's a chicken in there. Just take that straight away. Eat it, just to make sure that if you get knocked in again, you won't die. So the punks, do what I did there. Be ready for those first two on the right. Then there's another cocktail chick there. You can hit her off. Then kick the bottom one, but move up to the top one to avoid the flames that have been thrown. Then you want to kick the right one again. I missed her there, but I still got away with it. Thankfully, the box saved me from falling off the edge there. And then just move over and take out the last one. And try and pick up whatever food's left if you haven't got it, just so you can be full health or near enough full health for the next bit, because the next bit's a bit tricky as well. So here will be some riot shield enemies, taser enemies, and the annoying electric bomb enemy girls, who are just a pain in the arse, to be honest. So immediately go up to the top of the screen and walk forward. I like to use a special in the middle. If you stand in the middle there and use your special, you'll take them out. But here I was trying to just save it for the boss, but I didn't really need to. But that's a good place to use it, because you just want to take them out as quick as possible, because if they keep throwing those electric things, they're just really annoying, and they can zap your health, basically. So then we just use that same tactic from earlier with the shields, just jumping over them, kicking them. It takes a while, but it's a safe option, and just gradually take them all out. I think we then get another fight with the taser enemies are in it then, and the electric bomb girls are back, so we'll have another battle. But I think we can get some health before then to help us out a little bit. Yep, in that barrel there is an apple. We'll get that, and then we'll get ready for the next fight. So here they are. So we want to jump and take out the taser guy and keep going forwards so we can get to that woman to try and stop her from throwing the thing. Because then we can just try and take her out before she electrocutes us again. So just be ready to jump out of the way if you see it landing by you. And I would just advise you to just keep doing the jump kick to go towards her. Ignore the other enemies for now, they don't matter. Those women are the ones you want to try and take out. Once there was just the one left though, I knew I was safe, so I could just sort of get her afterwards. So yeah, if you can get past there without losing a life as well, you've done really well. But that may end up killing you, but if you need to, just use your special. Like I said, as soon as you come off that lift, go up to the top, walk forwards, get into the middle of them all by the riot shields, and just use your special there. That'll do a good deal of damage to them all. So if you want to play that safe, do that. Remember, when you get in the plane, the back end comes off, so don't stand on that ramp. Again, here you want to ignore the riot shield enemies and go for the guys with the guns, because they're the problem. The riot ones are slow, but the gun guys can shoot you from afar, so you're better off taking those out first, and then just do that same tactic with the jump kick over their heads, back and forth until their shield breaks. You'll notice there's a grenade on the floor that was in one of those boxes, so we've got to pick that up after killing this enemy, and we're going to try and chuck it to the right to get it to land at the feet of the two gun-toting enemies at the end. So you can jump and throw, that'll throw it further. Unfortunately, the one walked away, but it still sort of blew them both. So again, we want to try and take out the gun guys first, just to get them out the way, because the shields are an easier enemy to deal with. And again, do the same tactic: jump kick, overhead, back and forth, shield break, and then just punch them right out. There's a chicken in that box at the back there, so if you do need health, grab it. And even if you've only lost a little bit like me, just grab it anyway, because it'll fill you up for the next bit. So the punk women, we just jump kick them, keep jump kicking them, and you'll easily take all three of them out there without them hitting you. They might do that thing that you just saw there and try and jump out of the way, but if you stay a little bit further back from them, you can stop them doing that. And that's just an easy way to just take out 3 enemies that can easily give you a bit of a headache. We did miss out on a couple of the chairs there as a result, but at this point, I don't know whether we would even We might get one more life, but it's not essential now, really, because we should hopefully have most of our lives intact. So to start at the back here, the back of this table, pick that up, then come back on yourself. I got a bottle here because I was ready for the gun-toting enemy that's going to come to the left, so I could just take him down and then move back to him, because he's the one we want to focus on, because we can easily jump kick the women out the way, but we want to get rid of that gun guy so we can focus on the women without having the fear of him shooting us in the back. So pick up the chicken there, because we're going to lose it with the screen scrolling anyway. Watch out for the electricity on the floor. Once you see it spark, you know it'll disappear. You know you're safe to grab the item then. With these women, the best way to get them is to jump kick, really, because you can crowd control them, and then just punch kick them. So the one in black is the stronger one, so she'll be alive last, I would have thought. And once you get her in a corner, just like the boss fight that we had with her, you can pretty much kill her then, because she can't get out of it. So Mr. X's son, he has an Uzi. He's a pain, especially when he rolls around and he pulls out his rocket launcher and shoots you in the face with it. He's a pain. He can go really well or really badly. So definitely use your specials on him. Stand in the middle of the room and do it. You should hit him then. He will spawn in 2 punk chicks that would just use the jump kicks against them. He will throw grenades into the middle of the floor, so if you can, pick one up and lob it at him. But yeah, he's a pain. I always try and just jump right over to him as soon as he slides around, because I know he's going to shoot. Sometimes you might be unlucky and he'll shoot his rocket right in your face, but a lot of the times it will be the machine gun. If you buy him, you might not get shot. There's 2 health items in the bottom left, so remember that there. Use them if needed. And you more than likely will, to be honest, because he can be just a dickhead. But try and get up to him and just stun lock him. If he starts laughing and flashing white, keep punching him, because you're still doing damage to him when he's doing those animations. And same when he's doing the rocket, if you can get behind him. But be aware, he can fire the rocket multiple times in a row if you're near him. And you haven't quite got to hit him yet. You will fire another one, so try not to get hit there. I mean, I'm getting damaged there big time, but I knew he didn't have much health left, and I had more than him, so I was being aggressive just to get rid of him. So there we go. The punk girls, I think, come in when you're playing in co-op. So yeah, on solo, you haven't got them. So there we go. We're now on to stage 12, the final level. So this one is hard. The bosses aren't, but there's a mid-section that is just a nightmare, because it's just a load of Big Bens, just every version of them. And that's where you'll probably lose maybe 2 lives there if you're really unlucky. So this first bit, you want this first bit to go well, because you have a green health bar pretty much halfway. So you want to make sure you punch all the enemies without getting hit, so you can build your life back. Because otherwise you're just starting off this section really badly with maybe like half health. And we got some biker chicks to deal with in a second, and they can just be a pain in the backside. So when it comes to this like bridge section with the box with the money in, don't walk all the way to the right. As soon as she appears, go back to the left, because you're going to get these 2 punk girls coming. You can throw the one into her, then throw the other one as she gets up. And just try and take out the punk girls who jump kick first, and try and stay on this left of the screen. Because if you go too far over, more biker chicks are out, and it just becomes a more awkward fight then, because you've got them all sort of doing that charging dash forward, and it just becomes a bit more awkward to dodge. It ends up being like the messy bar fight. So once she dies, you can walk over, smash those. I would get those first 2 on the left there, eat them, because the screen will scroll away from them, I think. So you may as well eat them straight away. So we've got 2 more bikers here. Just try and avoid getting rammed like that. As soon as you see a flashing red, get out of the way, or try and jump kick her. Because if she grabs you and does like a Zangief pile driver thing, that'll take a lot of health off you. So just try and jump over them or jump into them and attack them as they're charging to sort of knock them out of it. And then just try and hit them. Which sounds obvious, but yeah. You know, if you can get them both in the same place, you can sort of do your punch kick combo. But yeah, just focus maybe on one at a time. And just, yeah, move out the way when they charge you. So before we walk right up to the gate, you want to make sure you smash every single bike in this section. Because we can get a chicken, which is 1,000 points if you got full health. A star, money, and a briefcase. No, money. Another money bag. So you want to make sure you get them before you walk up to the gate, because that'll trigger the cutscene that takes us to the bridge towards the castle. So at the other end of this bridge, there are 2 guys with a gun. So either go to the top or the bottom of the screen, and you should be okay. But be aware they have a lot of health, and you can't knock them down. So just get ready to sort of move, because that kickboxer comes out as well. So try and take the gun-toting enemies out first, and then you can take out the kickboxer. He will do that flaming knee, so you can't always get him. So as you go in the castle, there's 2 knights at the back of the room. Smash them. There's health and a sword. Pick up the sword, and you see that rope there, right by the chandelier. You hit that when the enemy walks under it. You'll knock one down, and it'll kill the enemy. So this kickboxer can be a bit annoying. He has that flaming knee rise move. If you hit the enemy with a sword when he's blocking, that counts as a hit with the sword, so it will make it lose its attack. So here we want to stay to the left and fight them all on this left, because if we go too far over where that stained glass window of Mr. X is, we'll spawn in the robot. So that'll just make the fight even harder. So try and stay on the left and just deal with everyone as best as you can. Don't be tempted to like instantly rush for that chicken, because that'll spawn the boss, I think, as well. So only go for that when you really need to. So yeah, just take your time, take all those out, then walk over. Watch out for him. He'll always land in the middle there. So just watch out for him, because you don't want to lose health to that. I was like, oh shit, I fucked that up. But again, we want to just take him out with a punch hit combo. I was about to say, at some point in the fight, some Donovans will come out. So just get ready to hit them. Don't throw the weapons at them, because they will throw them back at you. And yeah, hopefully you can take them out quite quickly. Pick up one of those maces though, because you want to take us with us into the next section. And be sure to smash all the knight statues, because there's a chicken in this last one. So up in here we get the shinobi type enemies. Oh good heavens, oh good heavens, as they would say in Streets of Rage 2. So we want to use this mace thing to just take them out a bit easier, because they're really fast. They will throw the stars at you, so if you press circle as he throws it, you can pick it up and throw it at them, and that'll avoid you getting hit, because you can easily get hit by a few of these and it will just chip away at your health really quickly. So once you take out the first lot, the apple drops, but more will come in, so just be ready for them. Jump kick if you need to, because it is a long ranged attack. That can help you hit them. And then pick up that health. So there's money in this first box, and then the box on the right there's chicken. But this is the gauntlet now. This is the hardest bit in the game, I think. This is where you probably die and maybe even get a game over, unfortunately. I know I did a couple of times. There used to be a giant ball in the middle of the room, and you didn't have to fight as many Big Bens, but they changed it in one of the patches, and I think it's harder now. So yeah, go for the red one first, because he's the flame. Then I would say go for the belly flop guy with the purple trousers. The guy with the green one who rolls into the ball, he will damage the other Big Bens, so he's useful to keep last. This next bit now, 2 flame ones, so just jump kick them both to knock them down. Try and get them both together. If you can't, just focus on one, but make sure you go and hit the other one to stop him from attacking you. And sort of alternate it like I did there. You can easily take them out. 2 belly flop ones now, so just try and knock them into each other and just hit them whenever you can. Probably best to jump kick them to knock them to the ground instantly, and just try and avoid their belly flops as best as you can. I would advise you to use one special only in this section, because you're better off having 2 for the final fight, because it'll make it so much easier. With the green ball ones, just take your time. Try and jump over there and rolling attack. But do remember, when they roll into a ball, they'll damage the other person. And then I think once you got those, you're pretty much done. And then you get rewarded with all these boxes with food and money. If you can get through that section without dying, you're pretty much guaranteed to finish this. And congrats, you've got the trophy, 100 yen. So when you walk up the stairs now, you won't actually exit the level because a ninja will come behind you. So be ready for him because he'll throw a shuriken thing. So just take him out if you can catch him. And then go up the stairs. And now we're at the first of the final 2 boss fights. So we're fighting Mistrex's daughter. She can be an absolute pain to actually get close enough to hit because she constantly moves around now. And she's got a long range attack with that bloody sword. So this is a bit of an annoying fight. The 2 knight statues at the back of the room. The one on the right, I think, has the chicken. The left one has the apple. But be aware, once you smash one of those, a ninja also pops out. So you will have to deal with them as well. And I think they have an extra big life bar just to be a pain. With her, she's awkward to hit. You want to just keep moving around to dodge her attacks. But she will just hop around and she can be awkward to actually get a combo off on. Once she starts doing this electric attack, move out the way, up or down the screen. On her second lunge, she will always stay where she lunged to. So that's your opportunity to then hit her. When she flashes red, avoid her because she will do that grab move and that'll hurt you. So you can either jump over her and kick her or just stay out of the way for a bit. And eventually she'll stop the red charge. But other than that, yeah, it's a bit awkward, this one. It's just hard to just get close to her. So now she's going to come back over this side, so I know I can get her now. That's probably your best chance to get her when she does that lightning sort of lunge thing. But yeah, once you start to lose health, smash one of the statues if you need to and get the health out of there. And after a while, once you've done enough damage, you'll leave the area. So I thought the chicken was originally in the left one, and I realised it wasn't. So I've got to fight both the ninjas now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, they're not too bad to get, especially when the boss isn't there. But I just left that guy. I was like, fuck it. So yeah, this is the final boss now. So if we've got 2 stars, we've got an easy way of beating this boss. So the first bit of the fight, we've got to fight them both together. So jump kicks are your friend here. You can knock them down. And whichever one's by you, just focus on them. You're probably better off going for the gunner, the guy with the machine gun, because he will attack you from a range. So she's quite easy to dodge, because you can easily call her attacks. But if she gets close, jump kick, and that should knock her away. And just try and wail on the guy with the gun, because we want to get rid of him, really. Ideally, I would say, because he can hurt us lots with that bazooka. He can shoot us with a gun, and he can throw grenades. So he's just awkward. We want to just get rid of him. The other girl's hard to hit as well, to actually get to her, whereas he's easier to actually attack and do a lot of damage to. So we can leave her to the end because she's going to jump in the robot anyway. So we don't really need to beat her up as much. But if she's there, knock her out as much as you can, because you do take away her health, so that'll help later on. We do want to keep the stars though. Don't use them just yet. Not on this part of the fight, because we want to save it until one of them gets in the robot. There is a star at the bottom right, along with the chicken. So we do have some options of food. There's also the apple that was on the left. So as soon as this happens, and hopefully you've got the bloke going into the robot, you want to stand in the middle of the area on that floor tile of Mr. X. Stand around his chest area, and then use your Streets of Rage 1 special once the robot legs are on the ground. So wait for them to be on the ground and then use it. I probably missed it a bit there, didn't do as much damage, but if you do it right, you'll kill him instantly and then shield jump in. Now, it's tempting to just use your special again straight away, but if you do, you probably won't get much damage in. So wait for it to do one of these attacks. As soon as both feet are on the floor, use your special, and ba-bam! That's it. She's dead. You easily beat the final boss. And that's another reason why you should use Adam from Streets Rage 1, because he's special, absolutely destroys the final boss. It's brilliant. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has helped people who may be going for the 100 yen trophy, or may be interested in thinking about going for the 100 yen trophy. It seems impossible at first. I will say that. I thought it was absolutely horrendous. I didn't think I'd ever get it, and I originally got it playing it in co-op because someone online just carried me through, basically. And I've played it through a couple of times now. This was probably my 7th completion of Arcade, but it was my first solo completion. I've carried a couple of players through and just gotten used to it, and I think Adam is just a really great character to use, because he's got a simple moveset with an effective combo, and his jump kick is great, and the special is brilliant against especially the final boss. So yeah, you can see it gave me an A, but when I go and look at the high scores, it says an S rank. So I'm going to say I got an S rank there, because that's my points and time is exactly the same. So I'm just calling that an S rank, everybody. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Grand Upper.